problems that you have if you're doing a biography or indeed a docu-series or biography, whatever you're doing, you have to have your story straight. And a lot of people for many years have speculated exactly how truthful Meghan Markle was being, particularly when she claimed that she didn't know anything about the British monarchy. There she was pictured at one point holding a picture of the beautiful Catherine ahead of her wedding way back in 2011. So seemingly she knew something. Even her friends came out at that time and said no, they went to London, and she continually wanted to look at all those famous royal sites. And then we were told that she watched the wedding of Charles and Diana numerous times on a battered old VHS because she was so in love with the idea of being a princess. Now, of course, you could say that's one friend against her version. Meghan's always had her own truth. We've known that, haven't we? But now what's interesting, really, is the fact that someone very close to Meghan, once again, has basically been saying, well, no, actually, she did know quite a little bit about the British monarchy. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here. Nice to have your company. Yes, let's offer first of all congratulations to Princess Eugenie, whichever you want to call her, because once again she's expecting a beautiful baby, I think in the sort of middle part of the summer of this year. Something delightful to look forward to for the Duke and Duchess of York. And doesn't it look nice to see Sarah being so happy about once again being a delighted grandma? I think she's probably going to be the fun grandparent, don't you? The wacky one that possibly does all the wrong things, gets told off, but nonetheless the kid likes them. You know what I'm saying? It's just a hunch, right, Mom? I'm saying no more. But what's interesting here is, as I say, it's fascinating stuff because basically, as we all know, Eugenie, Harry, and Meghan have remained in contact. If anything, she's been a bit of a sole supporter. But according to a very good source, Eugenie recently was speaking to someone who said, no, I met Meghan way back in 2016, and I was introduced via a friend of hers who was kind of influential at trying to put together some contacts for her in London, particularly the right parties to attend, that type of thing. You get the picture. But what's interesting also is the fact that they had, according to that good source, Eugenie and Meghan, long chats about the British monarchy, and in particular Prince Harry, and how he couldn't make, basically get a girlfriend. He was quite shy, didn't know where to meet the right people, that type of thing. So consequently, and this is where it gets really interesting, while both Harry and Meghan have publicly stated that Meghan did not Google him, which is a search engine on the internet, to find out anything about him, what she did do, and she openly admitted on camera, was look at his Instagram feed. The Instagram feed told you quite a lot about Prince Harry, and in particular, the connectable world that he lived in. So once again, Meghan decided to shift the narrative a little bit by not saying I'm going to jump on and know everything about him via the internet, but if I look at his feed, it will tell me enough to know. But back to Eugenie, you see, basically, as I say, according to that particular source, they had many lengthy chats over coffee and cocktails all about her life, and in particular, the life of Prince Harry, and indeed Prince William, Catherine, and other senior members of the British monarchy. So once again, Meghan has sort of shifted the dial of truth by claiming, royalty didn't mean much to her, titles don't mean much to her, and the British monarchy, no, she didn't know too much about that while living in the United States, all the while garnering enough information to make sure that she could make that big impact, particularly while meeting the sixth in line to the throne. And obviously, he fell in love with her, and then we know the rest of the story. But some people might say, Meghan owes Eugenie, Princess Eugenie I should point out, quite a lot in making sure that she was instrumental in kickstarting this particular, some might say, romance. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.